skyscrapers that are built in mere days, an entire park spanning a staggering 59,449 square feet, built entirely through 3D printing technology. Of all things, you wouldn't expect a whole bridge to be built using 3D technology, right? China is living in the future. Today, we explore the top 20 most unbelievable structures built in China. Just imagine an entire park spanning an astonishing 59,449 square feet, built entirely using 3D printing technology. That's the true marvel of the AICT 3D printed park. Every bench, structure, and sculpture in this park was created by giant 3D printing machines using concrete as the primary material. The shapes produced by these machines are simply stunning. The whole park appears as a flowing structure with wave-like designs that seamlessly blend into one another. Even the smallest details like flower beds, retaining walls, and curbs are 3D printed. This massive park was completed in just 2.5 months. Plus, it cost significantly less than conventional construction methods. China has truly embraced 3D printing as an essential building technique, while much of the rest of the world is still lagging. This next structure highlights that point even further. Of all things, you might not expect an entire bridge to be built using 3D printing technology. But China has managed to do just that. Not just any bridge, the one they built in Shanghai. This bridge is nearly 86 feet long, making it the largest of its kind in the world. Constructed in just 450 hours using 2 robotic arms, the bridge features wave-like facades, giving it a look that fits well with its surroundings. The bridge itself was made from 44 hollowed-out concrete units, while the handrails on the sides were built using 66 units. Like other 3D printed structures in China, this bridge took less time and cost less compared to traditional construction methods. But let's move on from this technology and look at something even more astonishing that China recently created. Do you think 3D printing can replace classic building methods entirely, or should it be used alongside traditional approaches? Comment and chat with me. While it may look like a machine crawling up the building, there is much more at work here. This is the self-climbing formwork system that China extensively uses in its construction process. So how does it work? Essentially, a framework acts like a mold into which concrete is poured to set. This formwork works similarly but can be moved up 1 story at a time until the entire building is completed. The mechanism behind this is usually hydraulic. It functions like a giant robot climbing and building simultaneously. This method allows workers to create an entire story of the building at once and then move on to the next, massively speeding up the construction process. However, there is one limitation: this system is only suitable for structures with a repeating layout, which is generally not an issue for residential buildings. Regardless, it's amazing to see how human ingenuity can produce systems like this. China has made major progress in modular construction, as seen with the mini Sky City building they constructed in just 19 days. The country intends to make this a standard construction method nationwide. Companies specializing in modular structures are rapidly emerging. These can include high-rise buildings, bridges, stadiums, and virtually anything. China has even begun producing regular homes with modular parts. You can literally order a fully built home that is transported to your land and assembled like Lego pieces or a jigsaw puzzle. Here's the best part: there are a few downsides. Modular homes take less time to build, cost less, and are as sturdy as needed. Some homes are assembled in just 1 day, while more complex ones become functional within a week or 2. Is modular construction the future? Most likely, given its many advantages. As impressive as this is, the next construction technique pioneered by China is even more awe-inspiring. Did you like this video? Don't forget to hit the bell, share it with your friends, and subscribe if you haven't already. It really helps me out, and I promise to bring you more awesome content. This is the Fosen Foundation Cultural Center, which hides a fascinating secret that changes the building's appearance each time you look. The theater uses a building technique called kinetic facades, which are essentially moving parts. At the heart of the development is the cultural building called the Fosen Foundation. A key aspect of the project was creating a kinetic building, essentially, an architectural curtain. The Fosen Foundation Cultural Center uniquely does this. The curtains on the outside of the theater move at a very slow pace, so slow you might not notice the waves passing by. But each time you look, it appears slightly different. Time lapses reveal how each layer shifts to create a beautiful wavy pattern that changes day and night, so the building never looks the same. Beyond aesthetics, these facades also enhance the building's functionality. Depending on the event, the facades can be adjusted to reveal or hide the stage on the balcony, the multifunction hall, or to provide a view of the river to the east or the buildings to the west. The entire structure is a love letter to art, much like the next building project that broke all limits. Sponge city landscaping is a city planning technique that China has been pioneering, and it's remarkable how well it works. China has faced several environmental challenges, and its solution is a unique approach to landscaping. They build rain gardens, green roofs, wetlands, sunken gardens, and urban forests, seamlessly integrating them into the city's design. The reason is simple: to promote water retention and ecological diversity. Unlike arid cities with sparse, uniform greenery, these biodiverse environments serve multiple purposes. A sponge city landscape improves environmental health, provides habitats for various species, and functions as a water retention system that refills depleted aquifers and helps contain floodwaters. Even sidewalks are specially designed to allow water to seep through. And it truly works. Sponge city landscaping has been implemented in several locations across China. Kunli Stormwater Park is a prime example, functioning both as a park and a center for biodiverse greenery. The same applies to the Lingang Sponge City Zone in Shanghai and the Zhuhai Hengqin Free Trade Zone. The result is flood-resistant cities with much healthier green spaces that act as temporary water reservoirs. Truly multifunctional. The Huajiang Canyon Bridge posed a significant challenge when it was first planned. It stands over 2,000 feet above the ground, making it the highest bridge in the world. This design will break the world record for the highest bridge when it opens to the public, surpassing the previous record holder in the same province. Transporting normal construction equipment, especially cranes, that high up in the mountains was impossible. Therefore, Chinese engineers devised an innovative solution. With no standard cranes useful at that height, they deployed the world's largest cable crane system ever created. These cable cranes were used to position trusses, each weighing at least 21,000 tons. Every piece had to be placed with extreme precision. To achieve this, the engineers used the Internet of Things and the Baidu satellite system to ensure every part of the bridge fit perfectly. According to the construction team, the bridge is equipped with a neural network of intelligent cables that continuously monitor the main cables. The entire bridge is an engineering marvel, much like the next project. You might think other countries have the edge over China in airport architecture, but that's not the case, especially with the new airport China is building near Dalian. Well, not exactly in Dalian itself, because this airport has something truly unique. China is not constructing it on the mainland or even on any existing islands. Instead, they have built an entire island just for this airport. Construction began back in 2011, and the project remains on track for completion this year. When the Dalian Jinshan Airport opens in 2026, it will be the largest offshore floating airport in the world. The entire project is a feat of engineering genius. Building an airport out at sea is an incredible challenge. But China is making it happen, and we'll get to see it in action very soon. China has been at the forefront of innovation for some time now. Just look at the Yangu 3D printed dam project as another example. The Angie Culture and Art Center is one of those building designs you wouldn't expect to be possible, but China is making it a reality. The most unique aspect of the center is its proposed roof design, which will feature a bamboo leaf pattern, blending nature and modern architecture into something truly remarkable. The way the roof will be constructed, it will appear as if it's floating in the air. Meanwhile, the undulating white metal panels on the roof will add a stunning visual effect. But the marvels don't stop there. The building will also include an innovative system to reuse rainwater for passive cooling, combining sustainability and practicality into a modern architectural wonder. And did I mention the entire structure will cover 1,291,000 square feet? It's as impressive as it sounds. Construction is expected to be completed this year. But that's not the only exciting project in China. There are also the Phoenix Towers to look forward to. China has found an interesting solution to the noise and dust pollution that happens on a construction site. Instead of traditional methods that usually don't work, construction companies in China simply inflate an air dome around the whole construction site. The result is a completely isolated exterior that dampens noise from the heavy machinery while also preventing dust and other harmful airborne substances from escaping. All that nasty stuff can be simply filtered out using air filters instead. With techniques like this one, the Chinese have built some amazing stuff, like this next building. The Yangu Dam is a 590-foot-tall dam that China is planning to build on the Tibetan Plateau. That might sound ordinary at first, but here's the catch. The entire dam will be 3D printed from the ground up. This means using the latest advanced 3D printing construction machines, which work similarly to a 3D printer at home. These machines lay down concrete layer by layer, and this is how China plans to construct the dam. All the machines involved in the project, cranes, trucks, and bulldozers, will be operated by AI, with no human operators needed. They will work seamlessly, avoiding collisions, accidents, and delays. This dam is not only one of the most innovative builds of our time, but also a proof of concept. It is expected to be completed in under 2 years, which is very fast compared to traditional dam construction methods. If China succeeds, it will demonstrate that dams and other large structures can be built this way, opening the door for many more projects using the same technology. However, these projects are not the only advancements China has made in its construction and architecture industries. Several futuristic construction techniques are becoming standard in China. Let's take a look at some of them. Which Chinese construction innovation do you think will change the world the most? Drop your pick below. In 2015, China did something incredible. They built a skyscraper not in years or months, but in just 19 days. The project was called Mini Sky City, and its construction was a remarkable feat of engineering. The 670-foot-tall building was assembled piece by piece within that short time frame, made possible by modular construction. Parts of the building were prefabricated and ready to be installed, much like Lego pieces. Once all the components arrived on site, the entire structure went up at an impressive pace. It's astonishing to see how an entire building can rise so quickly, but China made it happen. Even more impressive, the same company behind this project is planning to construct a 220-story building using the same method. For context, Mini Sky City is 57 stories tall. Their ambition is limitless, and the next project demonstrates that even more. What do you do when you need to build underground, but a historic building is in the way? In China, you simply lift and move the entire complex. Authorities wanted to construct a subterranean shopping center, parking lot, and subway connections beneath the Huayani Shikamin complex. Instead of demolishing it to work underneath, they came up with an innovative solution: literally walk the whole complex away. Using a combination of robotic hydraulic jacks, they lifted the entire 8,270-ton complex. Then, in a walking motion, the jacks moved, carrying the building with them. With the building out of the way, the underground work was completed, and then the entire complex was moved back into place. If you find that impressive, wait until you see what's next. The Qiqi power station stands as one of the most remarkable infrastructures ever created. What makes this plant so unique? For starters, it is built at extreme heights, where cold weather, strong winds, and altitude pose significant challenges. But that's not even the most distinctive feature. This plant is neither fully hydro nor fully solar, it's a hybrid of both. Covering an area of 170 million square feet, the plant combines vast solar panel fields with hydropower systems to produce 1 gigawatt of renewable electricity. Its capacity is expected to grow as the project nears completion. Built through innovation and cutting-edge technology, this is the largest hydro PV plant in the world. Constructing it on a mountain where temperatures drop to -30 degrees is an incredible feat of engineering. Stay tuned. because the next project will truly blow your mind. The Phoenix Towers are proposed super tall buildings that China plans to build in Wuhan. The taller of the two proposed towers will reach an astonishing 3,300 feet, making it the second tallest structure in the world. But that's the least interesting aspect of this skyscraper. There are many more impressive features. For example, the entire complex will be built on an island in a lake spanning 7 hectares. The true marvel of these towers will be their energy production systems. The exteriors will be covered in solar panels, and the towers will incorporate other green energy technologies, including wind, thermal, biomass boilers, and hydrogen fuel cells. That's truly next-level, sci-fi-inspired design. To top it all off, one of the towers will have the world's highest garden on its rooftop. China really knows how to raise the bar. It will be interesting to see how other countries, especially Dubai with its iconic tall buildings, respond to this. Tunnel boring machines are used worldwide to dig tunnels, but China is far ahead of the game. The cutting-edge boring machines they produce are truly impressive. Here's why. First, their size. The boring machines China manufactures and uses in construction projects are massive, hundreds of feet long, capable of creating multi-lane expressway tunnels in a single pass. The only real competitor is America's Bertha. But size isn't the only advantage. China designs its boring machines to handle the tough terrain in the region. These machines can operate efficiently under the harshest underground conditions. Additionally, many of China's tunnel boring machines are modular, making them easier to transport. Using artificial intelligence, these machines achieve a level of efficiency that outpaces the rest of the world. China has perfected tunnel boring technology, while others lag. If you don't believe me, here's another technology where China is mind-blowingly ahead. Don't miss out on the future of construction. Subscribe now and hit the bell to get notified as we reveal more jaw-dropping projects. China has fully embraced drone technology and integrated it into daily operations. For example, Chinese farmers use drones to transport their harvest in mountainous areas, and firefighters employ drones to help extinguish fires. But the most interesting use is in the construction industry. Recently, videos have shown companies using drones to carry construction materials like solar panels across difficult terrain. It's faster, cheaper, and more efficient. But that's not all. China has also designed drones specifically for lifting heavy loads to great heights. While there are limits to how much they can carry, their speed and efficiency more than compensate. One remarkable example was during the construction of a bridge in southwest China, where drones were used to connect cables between two parts of the bridge without needing complex systems or risking human lives. How innovative is that? Constructing bridges seems to be China's passion. While other countries often close roads during bridge construction, China has perfected a method that avoids disrupting the public. Instead of building directly over the road and shutting it down, China constructs the bridge on the side, completely out of the way. Once the bridge is complete, it is rotated into place using hydraulics. The fully constructed bridge sections are rotated with hydraulic systems until they align perfectly. Once connected, the bridge is ready for use. The road underneath remains open without closing for a single moment. We've seen some remarkable construction techniques from China, but how does China handle the most basic construction tasks, like bricklaying? Let's find out. AI has allowed for some useful inventions, and this bricklaying robot is one of them. China has been making these and using them on construction sites for a while now. The benefit: these robots work fast, don't need brakes, and are so precise that you won't find one brick out of place. With these tools, China has been able to boost work efficiency tenfold. Not to mention how these robots don't require other machinery and tools to get their job done. They truly spell innovation like no other. But only bricklaying isn't enough. There is another Chinese invention that goes along with this. China has even automated the plastering process. They have developed robots that can cement a wall smoothly in minutes. Plus, they can level everything off with unmatched precision. The technology has come very far, but it is still not at the point of replacing human workers completely. From the looks of it, however, China will probably be the first country to have completely automated construction sites working without a human in sight. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? Let me know in the comments. Meanwhile, let's move on to a construction material that is revolutionizing how we build. Self-healing concrete is an innovative invention that has gained significant attention worldwide, and China is no exception. Please think of this material as a miracle concrete mix that, when cracked, simply repairs itself. No outside intervention needed. But how is that even possible? Well, this concrete contains a type of bacteria that produces calcium carbonate. And when a crack forms, the bacteria generate calcium carbonate to seal the cracks. This type of concrete has proven extremely useful. The extra durability and increased lifespan mean that buildings can be made safer and longer lasting than ever before. One of the best examples of its usage is on the Shanghai highway in China. The asphalt on the highway has self-healing properties, preventing potholes from opening up, reducing the cost and labor needed for maintenance. China is also using self-healing concrete in making pavements, bridges, and buildings. What we've seen is more than impressive engineering, it's the future of construction. While many countries delay simple repairs, China is 3D printing entire parks, moving buildings like chess pieces, and using self-healing concrete. These projects prove China has redefined what's possible in architecture and engineering. Building a 57-story skyscraper in 19 days, constructing bridges without disrupting traffic, and deploying robots that lay bricks perfectly demonstrate that China is in a league of its own. This is only the beginning. With AI-driven construction, self-healing materials, and automation, China is setting the standard for the next century. The real question is whether other countries realize how far behind they've fallen. What do you think? Are we seeing the future of construction, or has China pulled too far ahead? Share your thoughts and don't forget to subscribe for more mind-blowing engineering projects. Thanks for being with us. Leave a comment, like to show your support, and remember to hit that subscribe button for more exciting videos. See you next time.